thunderstorms 22 and 23. So what's our cume? 10 inches? No, I think it drops. What's the word? It sags over the top of the barrels. It makes it look like more. 8 inches? Okay. And this is scalloped potatoes from the neighborhood dog. And grain bread. 8 grain bread. So we did the Bible, and the next thing is the meditation on it, and we did that. We found out that we've been all of those places that the sower put the seed. And the hymn. Come then, ye people, join our happy throng. You got to go up. It's 3 flats, and you've done about 100 flats here. Let's go. Okay. Blend with ours your voices. Come ye then, ye people, join our happy throng. Blend with ours your voices in this triumph song. Glory, laud, and honor unto Christ the King. This through countless ages, people and angels sing. So, onward, Christian people, marching as to peace, with the cross of Jesus going on before. I don't think it's snowing. I think that's coming from the trees. And the prayer. The prayer is, God, thank you for this miraculous convergence of a day of being snowed in, converging with making up, observing the Sabbath of February 21st that I missed because the work wasn't done in 6 days. Amen. And you are busy creating new miracles, new glories, exciting, and we look forward to them. Erstwhile, we enjoy these magnificent miracles that you've already created, this earth, the stars, the universe. Still in the sanctuary, still making good the Sabbath we missed on February 21st, Sunday. We're doing words. These are the words, folks, for us, for you and me, for this last week of February. Number 131. Admissible. What is admissible to God? Only that which is good and that which is joyful. Aha! 142. Admit. We admit that we have done wrong. We admit that we have sinned. And we admit that we are sorry. And we atone for what we have done. How's that? 133. Admonish. We have been admonished. Enough. We have been admonished. 134. Ad nauseam. We have been admonished ad nauseam. 136. Adore. Fervent devotion. Only one adore, and you know who that is. We adore only God. These are the words last week of February. 137. Adorn our oneness with God. What does it do for us? It adorns us. It bedecks us. It beautifies us. It dignifies us. It decks us. It embellishes us, emblazons us, enriches us. What's that one? Oh, yeah. It graces us, garnishes, ornaments, and decorates us. Ooh, these came out nicely. Word 138, last week of February. Adroit. God is dexterous in the use of the hands or in the exercise of the mental capacities. Ready invention, ready execution, ingenious, ready. What's that one? I don't think we like that one. S-C-H. Is it scheming? No. Let that one go. 139. Use this word in a sentence about God. Adventitious. To take knowingly. Comes from the Latin word adcicere. To seek to know. Okay. We seek to know, don't we, folks? So in our relationship with God, we are adventitious. And 140. That should be 140. Adulate. To flatter in a servile way. No, we won't do that. To praise obsequiously. Oh no, we won't do that. And fulsomely. No, we won't do it. Even though my name is Folsom. Folsom. Thanks, that was fun. I entertained my neighbor while he was shoveling with the words that I just read to you. They are such good words, and they are very entertaining. But I am snowed in. Goody, goody, goody. I'm so happy to be snowed in. Well, this fits in with the weather today. How much is this stamp? So that's $2. And one of these. And 10 cents. What's that? Okay. Let's do 5 of these. Well, there's that stack done. Seven of those. 5 of the great big ones. And what are these 2 extras? What do we have 2 extras left over? We didn't buy any stamps for them. So you put this amount of postage on it, and I don't know what this stamp is. I forgot to videotape it for you. I put all the stamps on, as you know. And then I put them in a great big black bag, lawn and leaf bag. And I got out the hand cart, and I wheeled it down the driveway. You can see the tracks. And down the road to our mailbox for our carrier to pick up. Thank you, United States Postal Service. $11:30 to 2:30. 3 hours without power. No lights, no heat, no water, no toilet. I wonder why .com is so playful. Well, another pair of socks. And no, don't let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Bring on the power. In the year 2009, December 19th to December 23rd, we were without power, and the high school sheltered us. What did your father do for a living? He was an exporter. Oh, boy, he must have made a lot of money. No, he worked for Amtrak. He was an exporter. Still without power, although Route 9 reportedly has power. And my neighbor brought over his kerosene heater, which is a beautiful invention. And we will be warm. We'll have it until 5:30. And I went down the street to my neighbor Mary, and she says we can make it through the night when the heater warms up the house. My neighbor will be picking it up at 5:30. He must feel like Diogenes, walking down the street with a lamp looking for an honest man. .com's afraid of it, but in 2008 she loved it. She lay right down on the floor in front of it as if it were a fireplace. Well, anyway, that we should be able to get through the night with blankets, under blankets. It certainly is nice and warm. And my neighbor says, if anybody sneezes, this road loses power. It's not as bad as it was when we had Niagara Schmohawk. Every half hour you're supposed to open the door and give some oxygen. And then if it gets every half hour or so you're supposed to turn it down, the knob. Turn it counterclockwise. It's a lovely piece. I think he said it cost something like $250. Do you think I have that right? Regardless, it's a Sabbath, and everything is done. All the work is up to date. We're alone, and the list is empty because we're making good the Sabbath. It's amazing how quickly the snow came off the trees because Mary said it was so wet. And by the way, her amaryllis are spectacular. I should have taken this camera and videotaped them for you. Well, I did have the camera. Why didn't I do it? Sometimes you just don't think, Glendora. Oh, hi. Thank you so much. Come in quickly, honey.
You're welcome. I actually have some, I'm going to scoop out some water there if you want me to leave it on another couple of minutes, or I'll take it out now.
No, I'm ready. I'm warm.
Okay.
And I'll go to bed, and you take it, and then I won't get up.
Okay.
And then,
I'll come back in the morning.
Okay, and I think, I don't think this is going to lead to hypothermia, do you?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'll turn it off outside because,
Oh, all right. Well, that was very, very nice of you.
You are very welcome. Is this going to open now?
Yes. Daniel, thank you so much for all your effort.
You are welcome, Besta. We'll hope for better days tomorrow, huh?
Bye-bye. So if I go to bed now, I should stay warm all night. It's 6 o'clock and dark, as you can see by no see. The electric came back on at 6:10 p.m. Just about 5 minutes after we stopped videotaping, and the neighbor took the kerosene heater. 6:10 p.m. What happy people we are. Everything works. The lights work. The heaters work. The toilet works. The faucets work. And no hypothermia. Well, folks, in case I didn't do a good job last night reporting to you, the electric came back at 6:10 p.m. And we prevailed and went to sleep at 6:15 p.m. until about 3 o'clock, when this young man decided he should come in. It was 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock. And fed everybody and went back to sleep. Won the battle with good thought. Bad thought was determined it was going to win. But by going into no thought at all, we won that battle. And it is the next day, the 25th of February. We have electricity all over the place. We are very thankful. And it's interesting. And your joke, well, the passengers on the ship were petrified. There was a big storm. And they were petrified that they were going to turn over and capsize and sink. So the steward came forward to ameliorate or to calm down the passengers. And he said, "I am happy to announce to you that we are only 2 miles from land, straight down." Now thank we all our God with hearts and minds and voices, who wondrous things have done, in which this heart rejoices, who from our mother's arms has led us on our way, with countless gifts of love, and still are ours today. Johann Sebastian Bach. You were named after him, Sebastian Cat. I'll have to cook the dogs a new casserole. They didn't come and get their casserole with broccoli in it yesterday, and then the melted snow watered it to nothing. So, thank you for electricity. Thank you for the experience. It makes us appreciate it. Amen. Oh yeah, this helps. These are the petites?
Yeah.
And this one over here is coming. When do you think she will arrive?
2 weeks.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let's go to the kitchen. These are just coming out. Oh, boy. That's magnificent. 4 great trumpets. And this is what?
This is an orchid.
She's what? Oh, isn't she? It's an orchid?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't she lovely? Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's beautiful.
Let me put it down here.
Eventually, these are all going to be blossomed? All these way down
Why
here?
don't you wait a minute?
Isn't that going to be lovely? And these blossom in the wintertime?
Yeah.
Mary has taken care of my avocados very, very kindly, and I wanted to buy an avocado so badly because they're delicious, but I wouldn't do it because every time you buy one, you have to plant the seed, and they take up a lot of room. And speaking of that, here is Annabella. Annabella, Mary started when she was a teenager. And look at the size of her. Isn't she beautiful? And she blossoms, too. Let me come around here, just get her on the other side, where she overwhelms you. Is this her, too, on the bottom? Or is that rhododendron?
No, it's a different plant.
Oh, a different plant. That's spectacular.
PM. Hello, Glendora, this is Kirk. Just calling you up to see how you doing.
No, not record. Well, you can't move it.
Which do I want to...
No, that's record.
February 26th, the last 3 days of the month of February. Temperature 38 degrees. A wind that blew the rubbish can covers. Oh, hello, Sebastian. And how are you? Yes, good morning to you, Sebastian. Yes. I told you the wind. What else was there, Sebastian? 38 degrees, wind, no precip. No precip. We're waiting for sunshine and dry roads to go to the laundromat. And Devin says to put this camera on VCA, and then he thinks he can stream it to the YouTube. Because there's 2 other things on here. Pixels, 700 and something pixels and 1,000 something pixels. I don't know. We still haven't got the JVC high definition camera onto the YouTube yet, and that's the reason I bought it. Ad in the newspaper. For sale. Large for sale. Umbrella by lady with free craft ribs. For sale. Umbrella by lady with 3 cracked ribs. 3 broken ribs, I guess that was it. And the classified. Devin and I discussed yesterday doing a chat with Glendora entirely on the JVC camera, the one I'm holding now in my hand. Doing that entirely on doing a chat with Glendora entirely on the JVC camera, and then no titles, just hand the camera to him and stream it to the internet. That's what we discussed. But he says it won't work if it's at 750 pixels or if it's at 1000 something 92 pixels. Alright, let's clean up the kitchen, feed the birds, and feed the cats at 20 minutes to 6 on the last Friday of February. By the way, chat with Glendora is all done. David took all of the packages to the post office to be mailed, or he took them with him to be taken to the post office to be mailed. And then he got paid $150 for the month. Quarter to 7. This is the casserole for the dogs. Macaroni and sauce and fry pats. The best, well, the next to the best vegetarian hamburger there is. I do my hardest work before breakfast. What's that? Getting out of bed. We rejoice, God, at your abundance, at your stability, at the glories and the miracles that you produce in overflowing fullness. We rejoice, God, that we take time to think about these and enjoy these and rejoice about them. Like that little bird out there. What a great creation. How beautifully you create. From the sanctuary, alone with God, last Friday of February. Mary Ramage sent me a present, but they're not green and white, they're black and white. But it's a good reproduction. We're doing the in-mail in the tray, and we've already done 15. Let me tell you that joke correctly. In the newspaper, classified, for sale, vase by lady, slightly cracked. Second long lost pension check. I think they were lost for December and January. Hattie cashes these for me. Thank you, Hattie. And this must be this month's pension check. Thank you, Franklin. Thank you, Northern Trust. Thank you, Gannett. Second ad in the newspaper. Let me tell it to you right. For sale, umbrella by lady with 3 broken ribs. Second letter, Mary Ramage. She writes .com letters and she crochets. She would like me to sell the doilies for $25. I like your new outfit. I am out of money at this time, and I heard Amadeus Meow to come in. Mary. Glendora, I like the yellow hat. Let's see. You were talking about the 2 something cats. I liked 2 of them. Thank you, Mary Ramage. We'll have to do something, send her some money. I'll send her some money and some stamps. $8.80 these stamps cost. Purple Heart. And $20. What else? Oh, the picture of the money that she sent. It's a very good reproduction. Did you hear about the counterfeiter? He said to the clerk, will you change this $18 bill? And the clerk says, sure. What do you want? 2 9s or 3 6s? This is the Center for Alternative Media, and they're an independent media telecommunications production facility dedicated to community media arts, screening, production, and performance facilities, training in media production, and a meeting space for artists, activists, and independent media makers of all kinds. Okay, it's in Troy, New York. Where? 3361 6th Avenue, Troy, New York. And I guess there's something in here about Glendora. And as related to Victoria and her thesis for a master's degree in video production. Bike. Good old Andrew Lynn. Good old Andrew Lynn. I love my bicycle. A chat with Glendora. And what's that word? Filmmaker. Victoria Carezzi. Sunday, April 11th, 7 p.m. I don't want to do it. It's a Sabbath. But it's too late, I guess. What's that picture of? Holding up a couple of cameras? I don't think I can read this. Can you read it? I'll hold it for you to read. You get some more light on it. Can you read it? Okay, I'll hold it. What's it say? Well, I think it says a portrait of Glendora Folsom Buell, a physicist, philosopher, and self-made television personality, still making weekly public access TV programs at age 81, in her search for God, justice, and happiness, while preparing for death and the preservation of a legacy. Pretty good, Victoria. Very good. The age is stupid. The Independent Media, Spring 2010 schedule. Number 25. Could it be that we're down to the last one? I kind of think so. What do you think, Sebastian? That's a nice song you're singing. Did your mother teach you that song? So we're going to send this to Operation Unite. I'm very, very impressed by this organization helping the youth, and Elena and your husband. Now all I have to do, and this is a copy of your TV show on a chat with Glendora. All I have to do is find their address in Hudson and put a stamp on it. This is a vegetarian hot dog on seeded rye, mustard and relish. I ate 2, and I'm going to give 2 to the dogs. And there's something like 10 of them in a box. It's something like $4. And you see the little camera up there? See the little tiny camera? And Devin says for me to leave it on VGA because then he can get it up to YouTube. But if you take it up to 750 something or 1,000 something pixels, it's too good a picture to go up to the YouTube. And how many? 21 hours and 19 minutes? Gee, that's a whole month of programming. That's what it says. Yep. And then this is for play. This is the zoom. See, I'll show you zoom. Zoom out. And this is to zoom in. Let me do it again, see if I can do it right. Zoom out. Oh, excuse me. Zoom in. And this one is to zoom out. What's this one? What's that? Oh, this takes it from taking a video picture to a still picture. See, that looks like a little camera. That's the TV camera, I think. I won't do it while it's recording, so stop recording. There. That's it, isn't it? And this is the index button. He's recording. Stop him from recording. Elena Mosley just called Operation United, and she needs tutors in junior high math and senior high math. I would go if it wasn't way down in Hudson. This microphone, we tried it all out, and it just doesn't work. And I don't think I will replace it. You want to know why? Well, because this microphone works. This is a close-up microphone, but this wireless microphone works. That's the transmitter, and this is the receiver. And it works. So I don't think I'll buy another one. Well, folks, good morning. On February the 27th, 2010, Anno Domini. Another one. You don't believe it, do you? Another one. This is number 25. And in 1 week we had 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. What can you say? It's beautiful. It's a day to stay in, stay close and one with God. It's a day to get your work up to date. But you know, my work is up to date. Last night I finished the cycle. When you finish the cycle, that's the Sabbath. And this is the Sabbath before the Sabbath. This is only Saturday. The scoutmaster was hiking with his group, and he said, "You see that cliff over there? Well, the next thing we're going to do is to climb that cliff." And one of the little scouts began to shiver and shake, and he said, "Do people fall off of that cliff very often?" And the scoutmaster said, "No, once is enough." Back to the sanctuary. And I think first you should exercise your body. I think first I should comb you again. I'm getting there. It's almost an impossible task to keep you in shape. But you were a good boy. You came in last night at 8 o'clock and you've stayed all night. I have to feed you again, too. Third time this morning. From the sanctuary, there's the trademark, the feet up. Brother Lawrence, self-reliance. Self-reliance is okay if you realize yourself is one with God. But you really have to rely on the rest of the world. And the rest of the world relies on you. I would be true, for there are those who trust me. I would be pure, for there are those who care. I would be strong, for there is much to suffer. I would be strong, for there is much to bear. He had trained himself to live continually in God's presence. Folks, I know how you can do that. I have the answer for you. First of all, you name the task. Let's say task, what is it of the day? Task 12. State it. I'm going to get up and I'm going to wash the dishes and I'm going to feed the cats. Now, how do you stay in God's presence? Well, it's very easy. You say the prayer, God, you are with us. I'm going to get up and wash the dishes and feed the cats. Well, it's very easy. You say the prayer, God, you are with us. I'm going to get up and wash the dishes and feed the cats. That makes me happy. It makes me happy to wash the dishes. It brings me joy to wash the dishes. It brings me joy to feed the cats. Particularly my cats, because they're all vegan. No cruelty to animals and what they eat. God, you are with us, and throughout this task, it is your will that it be done. That's another thing that makes me happy. It's the will of God that it be done. Throughout it all, I will continue in your presence. I will continue in being happy and getting this done. God, you are with us during this endeavor, this labor of our hands, cleaning up the kitchen and feeding the cats. And fill our heart as always. What does that mean? Your heart is filled with happiness because you're doing a good thing. And remember, too, what the Bible says. Whatever you do, do it decently and do what is good. So we've got that. This is the heart, the very center of Brother Lawrence, practicing the presence of God. He had trained himself to live continually in God's presence. So you were in God's presence when you were cleaning up the kitchen and feeding the cats. A policeman said to the little boy, "Is this your brother?" The little boy says, "Well, he's my half-brother." Let me start over again. The policeman said to the little boy, "Is this your brother?" And the little boy says, "Yes." And the policeman says, well, he's kind of small, isn't he? And the little boy says, well, that's because he's my half-brother. Let's try putting the little camera on the tripod and see what happens while Glennie goes out and shovels snow. And we got a shot of it, okay? I think so. Let's give it a try. 15 minutes now. 15 minutes only. This is the timer. What a wonderful invention, creation. Okay, here we go. The door doesn't clear the tripod. Okay. Take the litter pan. Goodbye. See you in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I'm surprised.